Hi everyone. So welcome back, and let's recap what we talked about in the last two videos. So in the first video, in part one, we talked about doing vertical columns as shown on this diagram. Now remember that it could be positioned here or even here or even out here. So just remember though that each of those dots, they're not played at the same time. We're not saying you play that. So each of those dots are played individually and in sequence. So what I said was go for an exercise where you would play one note, and remember, keep holding that down where that yellow dot is. Go to the next yellow dot here, and then let go, move your finger down one spot to the next yellow dot. Play, next yellow dot, then the next yellow dot. So you basically go down those columns playing each of those yellow dots. So the first video was all about playing these columns with the empty slots in between. And then in the last video, we said let's add two more dots. So again, each of those are played individually, and you basically go from lowest to highest as an exercise. So here you would, if we just play that, we will go. Okay. And remember what I said about playing these two highest notes. I use my ring finger because I turn my hand around, index finger, reach out, index finger, reach out. But if you've got small hands, or if you're playing down here, for instance here, it would be very hard to reach out. So you would play ring finger, little finger. And because I don't use my little finger a lot, it's probably one reason I don't play a lot down there. I play more here because the frets are closer together, so it's easier for me to say play here. Okay. So again, we add those two dots to give you a slightly different pattern. Extra notes to play with, and this will become very important later. Again, that pattern can be played anywhere. You can play it here, or literally where I just tried before on fret 1 here. So we've just got this on the diagram here. In that case, I'll be playing that column, and these two notes down here. So I'll be going. Okay. Just remember the structure, remember the geometry. Two columns, two dots. Okay, it'll come in very handy. The old pattern like this, which was basically two columns. In this case, we're going to do it on fret 4 and 6. Again, it doesn't matter which fret it's on, just pick somewhere that's easy to work, okay? And we're moving the dot on string 3, that's third from the bottom, and we're moving it in or out, or whichever way you want to call it. So we're moving it in between these two columns, okay? So we're going to play. Now, take your time on it, go as slow as you like. One thing you'll notice, I'm using my index finger here, then my ring finger, then I move my index finger down to the next string, then I use my ring finger, move my index finger to the next string. Now when I get to this string 3, because I'm not playing this on, my middle finger is here. Okay, so I'm going to hold that down with my middle finger, then my ring finger, then back to my index finger, Okay, so keep the notes nice and long, or hold it down, and try and play evenly. So if you're going to play slow, just give each note the same time. If you're going to play fast, obviously play it fast. And here we follow that rule of this, you know, I'm going to use that finger for this fret, that finger for the middle one, and that for the middle one. So it goes. Again, when you see me play live, I'm just going to slide my finger across and use that, but yeah, if we were doing it properly, we would do that. Okay. In reality, I would probably go, and that's different again, but find the style that works for you. At the start of it, just try this, so you don't learn too many bad habits from me. Okay, so all we're doing is just working our way through those strings and back through again this way. So that's our pattern. Remember, it's exactly the same as the first pattern we did, which is just those two columns here, here, and here. Yeah. And again, it doesn't matter where they are, so long as there's one in between. And then all we're doing is moving that one into the middle unused spot. The next one I'd like to look at is this one here. So again, it's the same as that first one we did where there were two columns, all these ones and all those ones. But we're shifting string 2, that's the second string from the bottom, and we're shifting that one in. So we're creating this kind of zigzag pattern here. So this one's straight down, but this one, oops, there's a little dent there. Okay. So have a go at that. We've now got 4 different patterns, if I can count correctly. So we've just got the straight up and down, as I call it, just 2 columns. Okay. Then those 2 columns with the 2 extra ones stuck on it. And again, just a reminder, if you can't reach these strings, don't worry. Just use the ones down here, okay? So here. If we were just using those 4 strings and we wanted to do the pattern, we would do. Okay, so keep doing that till you get nice and smooth patterns. Like that. And then the last pattern, this one, is where we go. Okay, so nice and slow, here, here. Okay, so that's just on the 4 strings. If you can't reach up here, don't worry. I actually don't use these ones very much. Alright, so practice those, and we'll see you on the next video.